Good afternoon, people of Earth. It is day 3 of this craziness, but I'm talking about yesterday. So yesterday was day 2 for me. Um, we're already going a little stir crazy in the house, and I'm not sure how this is supposed to last. And I'm really hoping that a change comes pretty soon. Um, Personally, I haven't been very productive with all this extra time, but I think it's really difficult to be super productive if you're not in the right headspace. And if I'm being honest, I'm really not there right now because I'm just thinking about my school and my job or the lack thereof, and it's a lot. So I told myself yesterday that I would make an effort to be productive and that I would get up in the morning, which I did do today technically. And I need to stop talking about day 3. But yesterday, I really didn't go to bed until this morning. It was probably 4 in the morning when I finally, okay, let me try to get some sleep. And I was talking to my sister yesterday, and she said, you try to make yourself go to sleep, but you're not tired. And it's true, because the way that I would fall asleep is I was basically passing out from exhaustion. That's how I would fall asleep, which is not healthy in retrospect, but it is, or it was what it was. So now, um I've had these like melatonin like sleep powder things for a while, and I also have like chamomile tea and stuff like that, and lavender. And I'm going to give them a chance because I don't want to keep waking up at basically lunchtime. Like, this is ridiculous. And I know you're saying, this is only the third day, but still, like, this is not ideal for me. I think it's really settling in to me now that this is possibly what it's going to look like for the rest of the school year, and it's not sitting well with me. I think what made my online classes for college easy to take was the fact that, yes, I was taking online classes, but I wasn't trapped in my room. And I know what you're thinking. You aren't trapped in your room, you're in a house. But, when it comes down to it, I'm trapped in a room. More on that some other day, maybe. But yeah, I can't just be taking my classes and sitting around. Like, the reason I switched to online classes was because of work, and even then it's not like I was working every day. So, but I was at least getting out of the house, and at this point, it's kind of to go anywhere is not possible. I felt like my whole world completely changed when Regal Cinemas announced that they would be shutting down. I think that's what really made it real for me. Not that I wasn't taking it seriously, the whole social distancing and the quarantining yourselves for public safety. But it just I was trying to convince myself, like, hey, this is going to be fine, and I'm still convinced this is going to work out. It's just, how long is it going to take? And I'm getting so much time to just sit and think and reevaluate that it's crazy how much I'm reevaluating. So yesterday went for a sanity ride. um my Snapchat people were their ears were blessed with me singing along to Shiny Teeth. If you ever watched that Timmy Turner episode or Fairly Odd Parents episode, um, I did that. Kind of jammed out in the car while riding in the car, windows down, and just breathing. But it was really not a long ride. We rode like for 10, 15 minutes and then went back to the house, and it was still the house. Watched some K dramas back to back to. We watched K dramas from like 9 or 8 to, I want to say, that was what we I was watching at 4 in the morning. That when we stopped, because it was like, okay, just get some rest, stop. But I don't want to binge. this whole time. Like, I don't want to do that. One, because I can't afford to do that because I'm still in school, I still have assignments to turn in, and I've actually been pretty good with my schoolwork. One of my professors, super great. I think I've said this before. She said she's going to remove the late policy for the next couple weeks just so that everyone has time to adjust. But one of my other professors, she's like, nothing's changing. And it's like, dude, you don't know what's changing in people's lives. Don't say that. But yeah, so I'm just anyways, along with the sanity, first of all, I've been starting my mornings with some hot water and lemon. My mom thinks it's like a corona cure, but it's just really good for you. Drink some hot water and lemon in the morning. And I put way too much lemon. I feel like every time I do it, I put way too much lemon and then it feels just like lemonade. Um I haven't started myself, but I usually do this on a regular basis, is journal. Find any old notebook you may have. I have a ton of notebooks, honestly. Um, and find a notebook and just journal. Write how you feel. Write what you're feeling. Write who you miss. Do something like that, because it's really bad for it to stay all trapped up in your head. So journal. And if you don't want to journal about your feelings, write a poem, write a song, write a piece of music, something to just get all that's like stuck inside of you out, because you don't want to hold that trapped inside of you until who knows how long, when we finally have other stuff open back up and we're able to go back to like working in places. And if you still are working, make sure you take care of yourself in the fact that you have to interact with other people. Of course, everyone needs to be washing their hands, and if you're not feeling well, stay home. Um, I guess this is also a great time to learn something new about yourself, learn a new hobby. If you play a musical instrument, take time to practice and get better at your art, your craft. Um, I really wish I used to paint a lot, which you can't tell, but I have a couple around my room of stuff I used to paint when I used to be big on painting on canvas. And I actually have extra canvas, but I have no paints. And I really wish I had paints. So the next time I can get to the store, I'm probably going to buy some paint sets to have something to do. And, but of course, there's other things you can do. You can learn a new dance or learn a song. I'm actually going to be working on. I've already started working on it, but my flexibility. Um, you could start vlogging. I think it'd be really cool to have like a survival-esque series of each day as you go about it. I've been trying to convince my family for us to make a reality show. It's probably not happening, but it would be so cool. But basically, guys, just take care of yourself during this time. It's really scary. That's all I have to say for now. I hope everyone is okay. Bye.